Hello, Sisters of the NCD, and welcome to Module 2 of the North Central District Quest for Success. I am your District Vice President of Membership, and I will be your guide through Module 2. In this module video, we will take a look at all the hard work you did for Module 1 and apply it to the goal of this module, which is goal setting. Let's get ready to take the next steps into your chapter's quest for success. In our Module 1 video, you heard all about what the quest for success was from Nathan. You worked together as a chapter to self-reflect on your needs for the upcoming year, and you met with your district officer contact to review your self-reflection and prepare you for Module 2. As we go through this module, please keep your Strength Finder results and any notes from your chapter discussion handy, as these will be useful during your goal-setting session. If you have not yet met with your district officer contact for Module 1, please stop here and return back to the Module 1 content. Before we dive into the goal-setting activity, it is important for you to understand goal setting and its relation to successful chapter operations, and there are many benefits to having goal setting within your chapter. Having clear goals will allow your whole chapter to maintain productivity and run smoothly as you work towards your common goal. The goals your chapter sets determine the experience that you create for your members, and therefore, it is imperative that your entire chapter has a voice in your goal-setting process. Not only will this collaborative approach to goal setting promote teamwork and unity within your chapter, but it will also increase the engagement of your active sisters in chapter functions and help to forge the future leaders of your chapter. Developing leadership is a core ideal of Tau Beta Sigma, and this module is a great way for your chapter to begin your journey towards fulfilling that ideal. The goal-setting activity for this module will have your chapter utilize SMART goals to help you on your quest for success. Your chapter will be asked to use the SMART goals worksheet that we will take a look at on the following slide, and can also be found in the appendix of your Quest for Success packet. You will create 3 separate chapter goals based off your Strength Finder that you utilized in Module 1, as well as your meeting that you had with your district officer contact. The following slides will have us go through each part of the SMART goals so that your chapter is fully prepared to create 3 goals of your own by the Module 2 deadline. Here is a look at the SMART goals worksheet template that your chapter will be expected to fill out. As you can see, each part of the SMART goals is broken down in order to help you and your chapter have a worthwhile and engaging conversation for each part of the SMART goals formula. A reminder that you are expected to have 3 goals set using this worksheet. These goals will be sent to your district officer contact, who will offer suggestions that they may have. Your district officer contact can also assist during the creation stage of your SMART goals. Each chapter is responsible for reaching out to their district officer contact and coordinating what works best for them. We are here to help you, so please reach out to us if you need it. The first part of SMART goals is specific. A specific goal narrows down the details and answers the "what exactly do we want to accomplish?" question. Look for common themes in your chapter's self-reflection and answer the "what" question. Once you've determined your "what," you can start to get even more specific and funnel down your answer as to why this goal is important to you. You can also address the "who," i.e. your chapter's committees, positions that will be involved in this particular goal. Next, you can ask yourself where you can complete this goal. Is it possible to do it through an online or limited in-person platform that we have now? Finally, your chapter can determine which chapter resources you will need to accomplish this goal. All of these reflections and answering these questions are important to narrowing down a very specific goal for your chapter. The next step of SMART goals is measurable. Once your goal has become specific, you must reflect on exactly how you will measure that you have achieved this goal. What does success look like for your chapter? How will you determine it? Having a recognizable completion of your goal is very important to the motivation and engagement of your chapter members. It shows them that the work they put in has an outcome and is paying off. A goal that does not produce some sort of measurable change is not a goal that should consume your chapter's time. The achievable step of SMART goals is your chance to ask, is this something that our chapter can feasibly accomplish? This is your chance to identify potential roadblocks to your success as well. Identifying any potential roadblocks to accomplishing your goal at this stage allows you time to develop ways to work around these blocks and continue on your quest for success. If you believe that your chapter is up to the task, then the next part of achievable goal setting is actually breaking down your larger goal into smaller goals to allow you to reach your final achievement. Creating action plans and delegating tasks to various chapter members or relevant committees in order to slowly increase your climb towards your final outcome are all ways that you can work towards this larger goal together. The next step of the SMART goals process is making a relevant goal. Your goal can have everything that we discussed up to this point, but if it lacks relevance, there is no reason to spend chapter time and resources to accomplish it. We have the 8 and 5 mission and vision statements, our purposes, and so much more to act as guides for us as sisters in Tau Beta Sigma. Ask yourself if your goal can fit into any of these ideals of Tau Beta Sigma. If it cannot, it may be time to go back to the drawing board and rethink your initial SMART goal. At this point, your goal has everything that it needs, and now it just needs a time. As a chapter, you must set a clear deadline for when you would like to accomplish your final goal. The idea of timeliness can be broken down even further and should be applied to the smaller goals that you set for yourself during the achievable part of this presentation. Doing this will keep you on track towards your goal and allow your chapter to better monitor your progress. It is important to note that timely and measurable parts of the SMART goals formula are different. Measurable goals look more at what success looks like once you reach your goal, and timely is focused on specific times and the deadlines at which each step of your goal will be accomplished. The last part of your SMART goals worksheet will be addressing a skillful part of your goal setting process. The skillful section addresses how the strengths of your members benefit you. Please take advantage of the Strength Finder that you filled out in Module 1 to identify your chapter-specific strengths and weaknesses. Using your chapter's strengths to accomplish your goal will allow this process to be easier and have a better chance of success for your chapter. Also spend time individually reflecting as well as reflecting as a group to further identify the strengths and weaknesses of your individual members and your chapter at large. You did it! You made it through the Module 2 video, and you are ready to prepare your 3 SMART goals and advance towards your quest for success. So what comes next? You will need to meet with your district officer contact and discuss your SMART goals, and they will offer any suggestions to you and prepare you for developing an action plan in Module 3. Module 2 must be completed by the deadline in order to receive credit for your district liar piece. Any further questions regarding the next steps in your Quest for Success journey can be addressed to your district officer contact or can be found in the Module 1 introductory video. Keep up all the hard work, and on behalf of the whole District Council, we wish you well on your quest for success. Thank you for watching, and MLITB.